Chrissy. How are you doing? It's the end of March and the beginning of April, and I'm here with my March wrap-up. And I'm so happy because I actually was able to read a lot. So it was a good month for me. A very good month. I'm kind of hoping to finish this last book, Hammer by Sara Stockbridge. Because it was short and I thought I could do it in like 3 days, but turns out it's a lot deeper than I originally anticipated. But that's alright actually. I really like this and I want to take my time with this one. So this might be coming to you in my April wrap-up. So the first book that I was able to finish for March was C.S. Lewis's A Grief Observed. This was only like 79 pages. I think I gave this 5 stars in my March favorites. But this book was amazing. I finished it in one night, like on the day that I bought it. And there's nothing better than to finish a book like on the day you bought it. So it's so quick and I get an early sense of accomplishment. But besides that, I thought this was a very smart look on the way he chose to grieve. Because he based this off of the journals he was writing in after his wife died. So we get a view of his raw pain, and then when he calmed down, and then after that, like a view on the whole thing, kind of in just 79 pages. Plus, there's a foreword by his stepson, I think. Yes, this was really good, and I highly recommend it. The next book, I was actually reading this in February, but I couldn't finish, was The Last of the Sky Pirates by Paul Stewart and Chris Riddell. I really love this series. It's been with me since I was a kid, and it's hard to collect these because they don't come here often, but wow. I love it because there's a map. You can see the edge right there, and then not just that, but you can see other characters and the way the world is built. Everything. It's one of the most incredible children's middle grade high fantasy that is really like, this got me into reading more. This got me into reading better books. Or like every time I see the author, like either Paul Stewart or Chris Riddell stuff, I just have to get it because I know it's worth my time, because I've experienced really good things with them. So yeah. The third book, I was buddy reading this with Sabrina Everywhere, whose channel link I will leave down below. She's amazing. She does a lot of sci-fi and high fantasy, because I remember she talked about Brandon Sanderson. And this one was 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful, and you can like turn it around and there's more. Yeah. Yeah, so okay. I thought it was gonna be mostly sci-fi because of the back, but it turned out to be kind of a fantasy romance. It was more romance than sci-fi. That's alright. I just wasn't really expecting that, but I probably should have anticipated it, but I didn't. But that's alright. I actually enjoyed this. It was a quick read, a fun read, and it was fast-paced, easy to understand. And I think the sequel is coming out sometime this year. So if you guys want to check this out, sure. And then the fourth book, All My Feels. I think this is 5 stars, but totally worth it. It's Ignite Me by Tahereh Mafi. Oh my gosh. This book it belongs to my best friend. And she covered it and she put cardboard here, so it's strong. So it's actually a more DIY, hardbound kind of. She's amazing. And the story was just so good. This was a great end to the whole series. Juliet and Warner and like Adam and everything. It was really good. It went a bit too fast for me in the area of her character development, because I'm like, all of a sudden it's like really quick and sudden changes and everything, but I found in the end that it wrapped up pretty well. And I'm gonna buy the novella soon, because I just want to read what Warner has to say. Okay, fifth book The fifth book that I finished this month belongs to a friend of mine, and that is Julian Barnes' A History of the World in 10.5 Chapters. This was... okay. This was a really fun book because it's not really like a history of the world in chronological order. It's like more of like the history of humanity, and with animals, and the 1.5 chapter is an essay by Julian Barnes about love, and that is just, it was a very emotional and deep essay, and I really enjoyed every word he wrote in this book. The whole thing, it was just one great journey, and it was more than that, but it wasn't just like a book for fun, it was also a book for learning. And I learned a lot, and it made me think, and I'm really thankful and glad that I picked this up. And I really recommend this also to anyone else who would like to read something a little bit like this. So yes, there we go. Then the next book that I picked up for something, well, I'm not sure if I could call this lighter, but it was definitely shorter. And that was The Boy Destroyed Pyjamas by John Boyne. Boyne, I think I pronounced that. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. This is, I'm sure the movie, if any of you have seen the movie, because there is a movie. I really liked it. It was quick, and it was actually deep, because at one point in this book, you can see the two perspectives of the child who's inside the camp and the other child who's outside, who is our main character. And it was like neither of them asked to get punished, and the other one didn't ask for the privilege that he was enjoying, but their clashes just came together, but at the same time, you know, with the naivety of a child, they still became friends, and that was really touching. But I might do a review about this because I couldn't help myself. After I read this, I started like writing down notes and things, so I might do a review on this. And then what's this? 1, 2, 6, 7. Whoa, I read a lot. 7 books. The 7th book is The Poison Diaries by Maryrose Wood and the Duchess of Northumberland. This book was based on an idea by the Duchess of Northumberland. She has a poison garden. I think it's one of the world's, it's like a tourist attraction. It's a garden with a lot of poisons. And this book was based mainly on plants and things. And the cover is absolutely gorgeous. I found this in the bargain rack in my bookstore, and the price was pretty good too, so. At one point I was like, where is this author going with this story? Like this was a lot weirder. I mean, like I've read and I've watched some weird stuff, but this was like where is this going? What's it doing? Like what even? What even? That's my review for this. What even? This is like a trilogy, but I'm not gonna be looking for the other books. This was more than enough for me. Yeah. Alrighty, so these are the books I read in March. Ooh, okay. Woo. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to talk to me about any of these. If you want to be friends, let's be friends. Let's talk. I hope you guys are having a nice day and having a good month. So I'll see you around. Hey guys. What's this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.